What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates. I am so happy that Anita is done apologizing to Sharon and Tracy because at the end of the day, enough is enough. She took ownership for the stuff that, she's done wrong. You know what I mean? And she's gonna always regret the things that she did in the past. But she can't do anything about the past. The past is the past. It's done. It's over. If Sharon wants to keep blaming her for everything and being pissed off about things, that's on Sharon. Ain't nothing Anita can do about that. And I'm glad Anita basically told Sharon and Tracy, y'all can take y'all shit and go. Y'all can go back to Philly. You can go back to Chicago. Go back to where the hell y'all came from at the end of the day. Because now Sharon want to change her mind to my, oh, I'll do the show. Anita said, nah, baby, it's too late for that. Anita said, I ain't doing shit now. She said, this reunion is as good as, is about as dead as Barbara is. I said, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it because one thing they not going to do is keep throwing shit in that woman's face. She's apologized enough. And she had a valid point. And she let them know. She was like, y'all not going to paint me as the victim and think y'all the, saints. Like, y'all didn't do anything wrong. Because when Barbara got pushed out the group, if they were so unhappy about that and they were so livid about that, she was like, why the hell y'all didn't leave? Why y'all didn't leave with her? You didn't. Y'all asses stayed, got up on that stage every night. Y'all sung and cashed them checks. I said, I know that shit right, Anita. She wasn't lying. Anita wasn't wrong. It's the truth. They so up in arms about Barbara. It ain't nothing but fake rage. That's all it is. Fake outrage. They using Barbara's death as a tactic. That's all it is. They just using that poor lady's demise for their own little selfish ass gains, especially Sharon. Trying to make it seem like, oh, she cares so much about Barbara. If y'all care so much about Barbara, why y'all continue to sing after she was pushed out the group? Because y'all want to piggyback off of Anita. That's all it was. And I'm glad Anita threw that shit in their face because it was the truth. And let their asses know, y'all could go. Go on back home. I ain't mad at it because, they spirit was so jealous and conniving. I mean, Tracy, I give her a little pass because at least she was coming around and she saw that Anita was hurting and she was, remorseful about what happened back in the day. But Sharon, she got such a nasty spirit. Sharon has an ugly spirit. Like that lady, ain't no getting around her. There's no talking to her. There's no making peace with that. You know what I'm saying? Sharon don't want to make peace. She want revenge. That's all she want. That's all she see. So Anita did right. Send them hoes packing. Bye-bye. And I know that hurt her. Because as soon as they left, she just broke down crying. Because all this is just, it's too much. It's a mess. And I know she wished that it could have been a different way, but it is what it is at this point. So moving on from that. So Laura is back at work finally. Lord knows it seemed like it's been forever since she been in that office. I know she happy to be out that hospital because she been up in that hospital for a good minute now. Laura and Nicole, they are not really holding Eva accountable for all of this. They're more so blaming Leslie for all this. And Kat ain't too happy about that. And I can't blame Kat. Because Kat keep a foot on Eva's neck. Like, she's blaming Eva just as much as Leslie. And I can't say I fought her for it. But Laura's going to have a hard time at the job because all the, new stuff that Eva done set up or whatever, it's hard for Laura to keep up with. So I was actually happy when Laura got on the phone and called Eva and was like, yeah, I need help with your new filing system because it's complicated. I need your help. And I'm glad that Eva was down to help her with no strings attached, no ulterior motive. She, was down to help her with figuring out the system. Even though Eva told Ted she missed being Nicole's assistant and stuff like that because she actually had fun doing it. I'm glad her and Ted are getting to know each other. And I'm glad that they're actually taking accountability for their actions. Ted even admitted that he can't blame Leslie for him stepping out of his marriage. He was the married one. I said, thank you, Ted. That's a a start. That's moving in the right direction, is admitting your faults. Because Leslie don't owe Nicole shit. She don't owe that lady nothing. Nicole's husband owes her the loyalty and the respect. And he showed her none of that when he was messing around with this lady. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad Ted can finally own it and say it out loud. Like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have did what I did. I can't blame Leslie for that. Because you can't. And I'm glad Eva owned her shit too and was like, I can't put everything off on my mama. I'm a grown person. I made choices. I gotta own it. That's a start. That's how you do that. That's how you come into your own. You know what I'm saying? You own your shit. Like, Leslie is definitely a menace, but y'all can't put everything off on Leslie. You really can't. So Nicole comes up in there or whatever, and Ted is just talking about how much he still miss her and he love her, and she just letting him talk or whatever, and he see that as a good sign. Like, at least you're not cutting me off and running up out of here. I mean, because the love is obviously still there. Like, Nicole still love her some Ted. It's just she's not in that headspace to take him back, which is understandable. And it may take her a little longer, to take him back. So he just gonna have to wait on that one. Here come Leslie. Nicole could not wait to get the hell out of there. Like, Nicole couldn't get out of there fast enough. Because Ted talking about, oh, we in the middle or something. She said, yeah, the floor. Shit, I'm trying to walk. Leslie made me sick. Yeah, she is so funny, though. She is hilarious. Her lines are just comical. Like, that lady don't give a damn. Leslie is such a menace. She don't care. And she got the nerve to sit here and tell Ted to get his little police flunkies to back off of her. Trying to threaten him. Like, basically talking about if you don't get, Jacob and stuff to back off of her, it's going to be a problem for him. She going to cause issues for him. Baby, you already causing problems for that man. What else is new? What else is new? And it's like, how does she expect Ted to get Jacob to back off? Ted's a doctor. He's not the mayor. He's not the chief of police. He can't get him to back off. That's an open investigation. What do you expect Ted to do? Sit here and make a phone call? Oh, shut that investigation down. He ain't got no power to do that. Jacob wouldn't listen to him anyway. You ain't got no power. Speaking of Jacob, so he went over to her apartment to go search it. Here she go flirting with him, calling him officer sexy annoying. I'm like, yo, she is stupid. Leslie got issues. Like, she was just sitting there trying to put on her game, trying to, flirt with that man. I'm like, girl, he don't want you. You psychotic as hell. That man don't want you. He got enough problems in his life. He do not want that type of issue. And she was gleefully, letting him search the apartment because she already know, obviously, that whatever evidence he looking for ain't there. She was like, what you think? I just hid the motorcycle under my bed? She said, you want to come search it? I say, you know what, Leslie, go sit down. She is a hot mess. I love her. Like, she's the type of villain I needed in my life. Like, she is just devious, dangerous, and funny as hell. My perfect combination of a villain, too. And of course, Jacob came up with nothing. He hit pay dirt. And he was like, oh, I ain't dropping this. He said, I'm going to get you. He said, eventually I'm going to get you. And you better not do nothing in my jurisdiction. As soon as he left, she was like, uh-huh. She said, trust me. She said, I'm going to own you in your jurisdiction by the time I'm done. I said, Leslie, what you got playing? Was she playing on suing the city or something? Suing the department? Because the way she said that made it sound like she about to file a lawsuit. Because she's still trying to get this little dumbass restraining order on Kat, which ain't going down. She know that shit ain't going to get through. It's not. Jacob need to listen to Kat. Kat is basically like the Leslie Eva whisper. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just speak those two. Because once she found out that he didn't find nothing in Leslie's apartment, she was like, well, go search Eva's place. Go search her hotel. He was like, because she was like, I'm sure Eva got the evidence. He was like, we ain't got no grounds to do that. Or whatever. Kat was like, well, leave that shit up to me. Jacob was like, listen, sit your ass down. He was like, you take anything out that girl room, I'm going to lock you up for stealing. I'm like, Jacob, just let her do her thing at this point. Because y'all not listening to Kat. Like, Kat be on it. I get where Jacob coming from because, being a cop, it's a lot of red tape. He can't just go up in there and, search somebody's apartment or hotel or, without grounds. Like, you need grounds to get a search warrant. He had grounds when it came down to Leslie, but he has none when it comes to Eva, which is understandable. But I'm like, sir, you need to get some grounds. Like, you need to do something. That's why I say he need to just let Cat do this. Like, let Cat do this right here. Because Cat handling business. Like, she's definitely on point when it come down to Leslie and Eva. Like, she be fucking on it, and I love that about Cat. Like, that's why I say I think she in the wrong profession, honestly. Cat is definitely in the wrong profession. She need to be a cop. But anyway, this was a fun ass episode though. I enjoyed it. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a good night. Peace.